last couple of games with you guys struggling defensively. Obviously, Kevin is one of the best, scorers of all time, but he also does a lot for you guys defensively. Do you feel the impact that he's had on that end this season is, somewhat overlooked?
You said overlooked?
Yeah.
We appreciate him.
How about you guys just, in general?
What do you mean, like public?
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure. I know how we feel about him here and what he brings on the defensive end. Like I said it a few games ago, he covers up a lot of our mistakes, being able to switch out on the perimeter, being able to get rebounds, and that's where we've been struggling, is just standing in front of our men sometimes and then fouling. And not just our rim protection. Nick could only do but so much. Having another 7-footer along him makes a difference, but long defender next to him makes a difference. But we just got to figure out how to slide our puppies a little bit better and stay in front of people and stop fouling so often and giving these teams easy free throws where if we hold them in the half court, it'll be a little bit more difficult.
Kyrie, what can you guys do with some of these more physical teams that tend to hit you guys first and get you guys it seems like sometimes when teams are playing physical, you guys are on the defensive instead of being on the offensive. Do you agree with that? And B, is there something you guys can do to combat that?
Yeah, I don't fully agree with that, but it's basketball, so it's going to be physical regardless. But I feel what you're saying in terms of watching, from the sideline of what it can feel like as as an audience member. It will get physical, and I do feel like we are defending and we are reacting. But when we start the game aggressive and we're getting easy shots, and we can flow, just flow with the game. You guys saw that first shot clock violation that we could have potentially had, and it ends up turning to 3 free throws. And it's just, little plays like that where we're usually on the, the positive side where we're going the other way and we get our offense going. So just too many details that we missed tonight on the defensive end and just staying in front of our guys. But that's been the tail of the tape, and I think it gives us a chance to see where we can get better continuously.
Edmund said in the locker room that you were kind of staying on him to be aggressive all night, and obviously that's reflected in the box score with the night he had. Just for a guy whose minutes aren't consistent but is still ready for it whenever his number is called, what have you seen from him this year?
Yeah, I think he has a willingness to learn. Obviously, with him getting injured last year, unfortunately, he had to take a year off, and he's just getting his legs underneath him. And I know exactly what that feels like to come back from an injury and want to press every day, and you want to make it back up. All the lost time is what I'm saying. You want to make it back up, but just got to take baby steps. And he's on one of the greatest teams in the world. And, I tell him, I was telling him in the locker room today, I've been mentored and disciplined by the best of the best. So if you have questions, let's share it. And on the court, I just want to see him do well. Just like the rest of my teammates. So that positive reinforcement, that positive affirmation goes a long way, and I just try to give it to him.
Hey, Kyrie. 8 All-Stars now for you. How does this one feel? I know it's not a surprise. You've been way up in the votes for a while, but still just now that it's official, you're a starter. Just what is your reaction to that?
More than grateful. And I don't take any of these accomplishments for granted. It is my 8th one. Hopefully be hitting double digits soon, just keeping a high level of play. But I'm just grateful for the people at home. I would not be here without y'all. Y'all voted me in. I'm ready to give a show. And it just shows the community power of just what I've been able to build over time. International community voting. Obviously, this community here in America, but I feel like I've put in enough work to be deserving this year. And I think I just want to let that continue to speak for itself. Just let my work speak for itself.
Kyrie, you guys have done such a good job recently fighting through whatever adversities come your way. Now you lose Ben, you lose TJ. You're not sure how long they may be out. How do you, as the leader of the group now, make sure that everybody stays up instead of kind of sliding, given the circumstances?
Yeah, well, I can't control everyone's emotions day to day. As much as as I see myself as one of the leaders of our team, but what I can show is just a consistency to continue to work on my off days and after the games and before the games, and just continue to prepare at a very high level. Whoever is available for us to play will be available, and just move on to the next game. As much as I would love to sit up here and give you guys a nice diatribe of what it looked like in the future, I just don't know. TJ being out and Ben being out, So we just got to take it one day at a time and just want those guys to get healthy. And that's the most important thing. We just got to carry our own water right now. Chop wood, carry water.
I was just back to the All-Star thing. Jacques had mentioned that he kind of, after talking about the loss, he also took a moment to celebrate for you and KD in the locker room. What did he say, and what was that? What was that like?
I mean, he always does a great job of balancing it out, of holding us accountable after we win or lose, and then always ending it with a message of some joy and some happiness, of just putting in perspective of, what this game means to us as competitors, but what it means to us as men off the floor for our families and what we represent. So I'm appreciative of his messaging and how he gets it across. But he just congratulated us for making All-Star and not taking it for granted, and also understanding that this group helped us get to our All-Star status this year. We went unbelievable in December, and we couldn't have done it without our teammates. So I'm just grateful for those guys in the locker room. They continue to push me and continue to motivate me to want to be at the level I'm at now, skill-wise, and just continue to work. So I'm grateful for it. Yeah.
Back in the third. Sorry, you went to halftime ahead and came back in the third quarter. Did you feel more like pressure in that third quarter when they had the 10-point lead?
Nah, no pressure out on the basketball court, as much as I would like to believe that. But they came out very, very aggressive, and when you're going against teams in this league that have what do they say? They have a tendency to come out in the third quarter and try to win that. And tonight, I just think we were unprepared. We came out and we were just flat. And when you do that and you're reacting to everything, every possession, then it makes it difficult. So they had a rhythm, and once Jock called that timeout, I knew we were in for a game. Sadiq Bey, I don't know how much he had in that third quarter, but he played extremely well. He's gotten extremely better. Proud of him. And just the collection of guys out over there. That Detroit team, as much as their record shows for it, I just know they're going to come and compete and be physical. So we just caught flat-footed in the third quarter, and that led to the rhythm in the fourth. So we got to be better moving forward, and we will, no matter who's in the lineup.